So, Tom, is there a specific ritual that you partake in order to reap the benefits?
No, this is community recreational drumming. Anybody who has a heartbeat can drum. When you were in your mother's womb, you were listening to your mother's heart. And then when you were born, you've been hugged over the years by people, and passively we're hearing these rhythms of life. Trains have sounds and have a pattern when they go over the tracks. We hear all of these different sounds in our lives that are rhythmic. I'm not aware of any culture that doesn't have a drum. And I think arguably percussion instruments are the oldest to mankind. So from the beginning, drums have been bringing people together, and they've been chanting and dancing around campfires and doing those kinds of things and celebrating life. And that's what the drum circle is. It's a celebration of life.
So how do you celebrate life with the drum circle? What does it entail?
I'm like a lifeguard. I serve the circle and I help facilitate. So I'll offer foundational patterns or seed rhythms, as we call them, and get people started. About 20% of my time in the circle is taught teaching, because they have to know some basic things about how to do a tone note, how to do a bass note, how to safely play without hurting your hands. We'll do a warm-up typically, with the hands and the arms and that sort of thing. A little bit of relaxation. We don't want anybody to have any performance anxiety, because it's not a performance. You can't make a mistake in the circle. It's just not possible. If you play from your heart, then it's always right. So if people are playing what they feel, it's always right. But my job as a facilitator is to try to lay a foundation and that sort of thing, so people can explore their own senses of rhythm.
So what would be the benefits of participating in a drum circle?
The big one is people have fun, because that's what recreational drumming is first and foremost all about. They get a chance to express themselves. It reduces stress. It's a healthy distraction from our day-to-day troubles. And when you're in the drum circle, you have to stay in the moment, because you're playing with people and that sort of thing. So it allows you to forget, at least for that period of time. It's one of the activities where you can bring your mind and your body and spirit together and coordinate that. GE has done, so for example, looked at the brain and showing a drummer's mind and how it's firing off, all over. So we use different parts of our brain when we play a drum and when we're playing interactively. There's a cardio component, because our bodies are bodies of motion. They're not meant to stay in sedentary positions for long periods of time. And some people are saying that this sitting is like the second smoking in our society. So people will get up sometimes with harnesses on their drums, and they'll move around and dance to the rhythms, or swaying back and forth while they're playing. People will get up with the hand percussion instruments and dance, and sometimes dancers will come to the circles and express themselves to our rhythms, which is a real joy. So in the corporate environments, companies like Toyota, Unilever, Oracle, these large organizations are holding drum circles, because they're finding that it helps as team building exercises, to reduce employee stress, and to increase morale. And so these are some of the benefits, I think, of being in the circle. The circle can, be comprised of people who are beginners, and then you can have very experienced, even professional drummers joining a circle, and they can find their place in the circle too. And that's the fun part. So we all learn from each other by watching each other and that sort of thing as well, which is a real thrill.
Well, I really appreciate you giving me a firsthand experience of drumming. So thank you for that.
Oh, you're very welcome. And thank you for the invitation to come here and to tell you all about community drumming.